Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Chatter Show. Today, I want to talk about something that's very sad. In this, black people have become willing participants in destroying themselves. We have become the biggest culprit in destroying our own community. We have been the biggest culprit in destroying our own past. We have become the biggest culprit in denouncing ourselves. We have been the biggest culprit in creating the war of our sexes. We have become willing participants in lies. Our women have become willing participants in falsehoods. Our men have become willing participants in falsehoods. We don't love ourselves. We don't love our community, to the fact that we would rather emulate someone else's community. We run around talking about the person or the culture that oppresses us will love us the best. That their women will love our black men the best. That their men will love our black women the best. After they already oppressed you. That is a sickness that we have. We're so willing to fight for acceptance, but not willing to fight for our uniqueness. We don't want to be unique. We want to be like everyone else. Instead of understanding our uniqueness and basking in it and growing in it and cultivating it, to bringing back our glory of our community, who we really are. But all we do is fight for acceptance. And it's hard to watch my people do this. It's hard when you get to a point of understanding to watch people decide to be slaves. Decide for their community to be controlled willingly. When you have the power to free yourself, you have the power to walk free, to have power in yourself, to push that power out and cultivate it. But we're sitting here having a war of the sexes. And then say we need each other. But then we say we don't want each other. And I don't need you. And then we wonder why the other doesn't trust. We get married and we walk away at the drop of a hat. No one's willing to be committed to anything. No one's willing to be committed to the community. We talk about how we cannot do business with each other. But every other community does business inside itself. That's how you bring forth wealth in a stronger community. We're not trying to save ourselves. We're too busy helping others destroy ourselves, destroy us. We're talking about a genocide, but we're the main culprit in the genocide. We're fighting for abortion rights to kill black children, to kill black babies. And the crazy thing is, I'm pro-choice. Because it's your choice to what you do with your life. But it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. If I choose to do wrong, yes, I choose. And it's my right to choose it. But it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it the right thing to do. It doesn't make it the best thing to do for our community. I can say we can do better and we need to do better, but we have to decide to do better as a whole, not as an individual. I've heard so many times that, well, and then go around, and when something happens, it's, oh, we black people. Stop putting the I in the we. If you're only worried about yourself, then stop saying you're fighting for the black community. Stop marching every time something happens to a black man so that you can capitalize off of it. If it's about a we, then let's work on a we. I want to get so much deeper. I want to say so much more, because there's a lot to this story. And there's a lot of pain in all of our voices. There's a lot of pain in all of our thoughts. I haven't had a perfect life. And I'm not out here suggesting to you that my life is perfect. But I'm willing to work on something better. I'm willing to grow in this community. And I'm putting my ideas out there for others to understand. It's not about me getting rich. It's about life and helping others. We spend too much time asking for acceptance from people who already told you that they don't like you from the beginning. You keep asking for rights. For what? When they don't even apply to you. And for 400 years, they have shown you that they don't apply to you. That doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to free yourself. That doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to prosper. That just means that you have to fight harder. That just means that you have to have a stronger community. You have to have a stronger network to maintain. And when we understand that, we will grow. When we understand our strength is in our numbers, our strength is in my brother and my sister, our strength is in our families, our strength is in the husband and the wives that teach the children to become strong and to respect their relationships. We are against polygamy without understanding what it really is and what it really could bring and why we have been turned against it, even though it is our culture. That's some deep stuff. Most people are not going to want to hear that. They're not going to want to understand that. But when you really go to the depth of why you've been turned against it, you will understand it. Because it's about power. And you think the power that I'm talking about, you do not understand. You're not well ready for. It was proven that with that kind of community, you would take power fast in America with your original beliefs. You would take power fast because you're strong people. And that makes the community stronger because you become intertwined even more than what you are. Monogamy separates to one. Polygamy brings together more than one. Deep stuff. Deep stuff. So you have to understand what community actually is. The thing that Hillary Clinton said, the village to raise a child, what village was she talking about? Because the village that she was actually talking about, you do not even know because you've been turned against it. A village consists of just a family. The first villages started off from families that grew to other communities. And still, those were families networked together. Deep stuff. I know you probably won't get to the end of this video, but it's deep stuff. So, on this rock I stand. I said a lot. So, have a good one. Enjoy your holiday. Please like, subscribe, and grow.